How y'all doing? This is Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Retro TV 91, and this time I'm doing another movie reviews, and this time I'm reviewing Double Impact, and it's another Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. But in this movie, Jean-Claude Van Damme plays two roles, two twin brothers, Alex and Chad Wagner. And what happens in the beginning of the movie, it has Alex and Chad as babies, and their father's making this tunnel to connect China and England, I believe, or China and the islands surrounding China. And he's in business with this guy named Griffith, and Griffith is in business with this head triad guy, and they wind up killing Chad and Alex's father and mother, and Chad and Alex barely gets away because the nanny takes Alex to the nun orphanage in China, and then the bodyguard Frank takes Chad with him to Paris and raises him up in Paris. But then it goes to 25 years later, and we meet up with Chad and Frank in Beverly Hills, where Chad is a yoga instructor and a karate master, and he's given a yoga instruction class, and Frank tells Chad to train the karate class. And then Frank meets with somebody, and they show him pictures of Alex, and then Chad and Frank go to China, Hong Kong, and try to meet up with Alex. They tell Alex about how their father and mother was killed, and how they were screwed out of their inheritance by these two guys, by Griffith and this head triad guy, and they're out to get these two guys for killing their parents. And at first, Chad and Alex don't get along, and later on in the movie they come together. And the biggest problem is Alex thinks Chad's trying to get his girlfriend, and he's all jealous, and a big fight happens after Chad goes to save Alex's girlfriend, because Alex's girlfriend is getting information on Griffith, and she gets caught and she gets bugged, and they hear her have a conversation with Chad over the phone, and Chad and her meet, and Chad takes her back to Alex and Chad's hideout. But this whole time Alex gets upset because he's over the phone with one of his employees. This is when Griffith people come and ransack the place, and he gets hung up on, so he thinks Chad and his girlfriend's messing around. But this isn't what happened. They're trying to get away from Griffith's people, and they get away and they go back to the hideout, and then Chad and Alex get in this big fight, and after this they go their separate ways. And the next morning Griffith and the head triad's men come and ransack their hiding place, and they capture Frank and Alex's girlfriend and take them to a factory, and Alex and Chad have to go find them, and they get information from one of these soldiers, and then they go after them, and while they're there they have to fight three main people. One of the guys is the guy who Jean-Claude Van Damme had a fight in Bloodsport, the main guy, and he's playing a bodyguard for the head of the triads, and him and Chad have this big end fight at the end of the movie. And then Alex has to fight two people. He has to fight this guy that has these spades on his back of his boots for like horses and stuff, and he's using these as weapons when he kicks, and is cutting Alex this whole time. Alex beats him. Then he has to beat the bodyguard for Griffith, and this is the woman that's been harassing his girlfriend this whole movie, and he winds up stabbing and killing her. And then Chad and Alex go after Griffith and the head triad and wind up killing them. And that's all that really happened in this movie. If y'all ever watched Double Impact, what did y'all like about this movie? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out, guys. These awesome. Another episode of Retro TV 91. See y'all next time.